One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
They loved it. Good for them. Fans that aren't like-minded, that didn't get trained like me, they're not going to understand maybe about my feelings on it. But yeah. And I know that the business is changing in that way. And I get that, but yeah, for me, it still very much says what you said. Matter of fact, I don't like what do you call it when the intergender matches? I mean, I don't hate him. It's not, like I want to, like some of the fans are going to go, well, he has a right to pick it and stand up and change. No, it ain't like that. I'm just saying for the credibility's sake, I remember, oh my God, yeah. When Tessa was the TNA champion because she beat Brian Cage by power bombing him. Maybe it was a Canadian Destroyer or some. That was way, way, way too much for me, just so you know where I stand on things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. That stuff makes me sick. They loved it. Good for them. Fans that aren't like-minded, that didn't get trained like me, they're not going to understand maybe about my feelings on it. But it was like I literally had to get the shit beat on. Not literally shit. I'm turning into Casanova Kenny now. Got Kenny's eyes. No, but I had to get the shit beat out of me figuratively, and but had to prove that I was tough enough. Not just even with the Sheik, even like for the first couple of years in the business on the road, working with different people and shit. Like you always had to prove, and when you're a celebrity, you've already proved that you've got value. You're already drawing extra eyes, which is business because that's money, that's tickets. And so I get that, and you should get a shortcut for the purpose of some little exhibition. But when it comes to the credibility of it, I tend to be very defensive about it. There was one time way back, probably 92 or 93, as late as 94, where there was I was running shows with Greg Price, and he had sold a show to a fair on the road when we were on the road anyway. So it was says, hey, pick up extra money here, but it wasn't a lot of money, and it was so little that we only had like 4 wrestlers. I think it was me and Billy Black, and then Bambi and Peggy Lee Leather. And so me and Billy had a match, and then the girls had a match. Maybe not in that order, I don't know. And then there's like a run-in, and it sets up for a mixed tag match afterwards. So 3 matches with just those 4 wrestlers, or 4 wrestlers. Anyway, I was like, I'm not going to fucking wrestle a girl. What the hell are you talking about? No. Like every time she comes in, you can just tag your partner, tag Bambi whenever Peggy's in there, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Is that going to work out? Like every time? And like they had to really talk me into it because I was thinking, like I'm not going to go out there and get like clotheslined and body slammed and beat up by a girl when I know I could take her. And I was green enough back then to not have feelings on it already and had to develop them that night. And anyway, we did the tag match, and I didn't end up wrestling with Peggy. It was Bambi and Peggy and me and Billy, and it worked out fine. But that's always on my mind whenever I see girls wrestling guys. If I see a wrestler in Japan wrestling a little schoolgirl that looks like she's 8 years old. Ugh, that's the word. I mean, that's if you looked up killing the business, that would be there. That next to the other guy that's wrestling a dummy, a blow-up doll or whatever.
Yeah.
They think that shows that they're talented, I guess. But to me, back in the day when I got in, someone like that would have been kicked out of the business.
Oh, right. Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, the thing is, too, I think I know Charlotte Flair in the past, too, said she doesn't like intergender wrestling either. Like, it's like she wants women wrestling, and then, like, men wrestling men. And it's like what I just said too about Evolution. They stole the show, and it didn't feel like, oh, an all women's wrestling show. It just felt like a wrestling show, which was great. And that's kind of what you want, right? It's just like, I don't know. It's definitely
like when China wrestled some guys, it made it like a real special moment. That was before intergender wrestling, or at least before it was popular. No one knew about it. So if it was China versus a dude, then it'd be like, whoa, you know what? She probably has a chance of beating him, man. She's a big dude anyway, and that added to her mythos. It was a good way to build that character. Way different than just combining guys and girls in there just to see what comes out of the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Kate, do you feel a certain way about it too, or how do you feel about it?
Well, I think sometimes it might look like a guy wrestling a girl could look like domestic violence, so send a bad message to the kids that we're equal. Because even Rob was saying when he was a kid, like him and his sister used to go back and forth. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I would definitely put it into that as a parent. Like, you do not even horseplay with girls like that.
Yeah, no, it's
her feelings have changed or evolved, because when we first started dating, I remember she told me that she preferred wrestling the men because she didn't have to worry about them getting hurt, and she could
well, I mean, for me, I like wrestling guys, but I'm like, if I'm watching it, that's what I feel about it, is like, it looks like if you would do that to a woman in the ring, you probably treat your wife like that. But in training, I of course, I was the only girl wrestler at my school, so of course I'm wrestling guys, but it just felt like, cool, I could be stiff with them, and then if I'm in the ring with a little bony girl, then I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna break her. So it just felt it just felt better to wrestle guys, but that's as a wrestler.
Yeah. My brother, when he was training, he said he was in the ring with a girl, like he had to wrestle one of the girls, and he said she fucking hit him so hard in the kidneys, it was like crazy. Like it was like seriously, it was like the worst kick he's ever received, in the ring. It was from
he can't complain, oh, did you get hit by a girl?
Yeah, he's like, I can't say anything, right?
Chopping a woman's chest and chopping a man's chest is just way different.
When I watch the girls wrestle each other, sometimes it looks like they nailing each other right on their tits.
That's what they want to do. They always want to do that to me because I have big boobs.
Doesn't that hurt?
That hurt, right?
Anything in the moment, the adrenaline.
Is that safe to chop across someone's boobies?
I don't know.
Man, man, sometimes when I see that, I'm like, ugh.
I know, I'm like, too.
Where it's like a bloody handprint after on my boobs from the chops being so hard.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know. It could pop someone's boobs, but I feel what's more dangerous for your boobs is taking a splash. That kind of impact to your boobs is more dangerous.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Don't want to think about it. Don't want to think about it. Hey, you're probably wondering why I'm dressed like a sleeveless paperboy. Well, no reason in particular, but I do want to talk about our new sponsor, IndaCloud. Very happy to have them on board with us at One of a Kind with RVD. And man, I opened my box of stuff, and man, is it a box of stuff. There's so many different neat things here, too. If you want to loosen up a little bit in a different way, THC, you have this option here with Indica. Look at this stuff. So I'm pulling out all these different items here. Okay, first off, we got gummies here. Right here, IndaCloud Bliss gummies, elderberry, very, very good stuff. Man, look at this. And it's got milligrams of THC for all your different kinds of needs. A dope rope. A dope rope. Look at that. Man, Blue Raz. I couldn't believe it when I opened this box and saw that. Plus, look at this Soda Shop Pops. Look at that, baby. That's pretty sweet, too. We got strawberry right there. And then chronic crystals, too, THC. All different milligrams and different things like that. Such a variety. You can check it out at IndaShop. Inda.shop/RVD. You get 25% off when you use code RVD. This is such a neat product and perfect for this podcast in particular, right? So you work hard, maybe. You deal with life sometimes, but you still do deserve an escape. Absolutely. That's where IndaCloud comes in. Gummies, flour, pre-rolls, all federally legal, seriously fun, and just a few clicks away. Whether you're chasing better sleep, deeper intimacy, or just solid daytime relief, this is grown-up cloud chasing done right. So, if you're 21 or older, head to indacloud.co and use code RVD to get 25% off your first order, plus free shipping. That's indacloud.co, code RVD, 25 off, free shipping. You know what to do. IndaCloud, baby. Look at that. So many options you can check out. So, like I said, take a look. If you're 21 or older, now's your chance to float around above the stress, because IndaCloud is giving all new customers 25% off. That's right, their first order plus free shipping. Just use code RVD or click the link in the show notes to claim your discount. That's indacloud.co. That's INDACLOUD.co. Use code RVD for free shipping plus 25% off your first order. You can't beat it. Order now. Fill out their quick survey to support the show and enjoy the best part of your week. Brought to you by IndaCloud.